Well, I'll try to give you a brief introduction into the Dado Light. This is the DLH4 model, which is similar to the original Dado Light that was designed by Dado back in the 80s. And the parameters for the design of this light was to come up with a small focusing light fixture with a character of light that has not been done by any other manufacturer, and to be lightweight, durable. At that time, we already knew that things were changing in our industry. Equipment was, film equipment, video equipment was getting lighter, and we wanted to come up with a lighting system for the smaller crews to be able to throw over their backs, and away they went. This particular unit, this is the latest model with the new generation of the Spherix optics, is available in both 100 watt and 150 watt light. The size of the lamp should not fool you. Because of the optics that are designed into this head, the light output, which is the most important thing, is much higher than the actual wattage of the lamp that's in here. So in our flood position, this lamp is roughly equivalent to a 300 watt fixture, and in spot position, it's closer to an 800 watt light. And it is focusable with a 25-to-1 focusing range, which also allows you, with a zoom lens, to reach out if you're unable to get closer to the subject matter. As we all know, equipment gets bounced around on airlines, the back of cars and trucks. We have accidents, they fall down. And one of the things that's unique about the system is, I'm sure that somewhere along the way you have accidentally dropped the halogen light, and there goes the lamp. Well, and it still focuses and still runs. And the worst that can happen, after roughly 800 hours of use, you're going to end up replacing a lamp that's approximately $10 US.
I've got to ask you, how on earth has it been able to build a light that you can do that to? I mean, I have knocked over my redheads, the globes always go, I'm always worried I'm going to electrocute someone. That looks like it's so well sealed, you're not going to electrocute someone. And what's more, you just smashed that well and truly, much harder than anything I've ever done to a light. And my lights don't survive like that, the globes go.
Well, you know, it's nice to have an extra hammer in your toolkit. And one of the beauties of it is that these fixtures are based on a low voltage lamp. And since the filaments are heavier in a low voltage lamp, they survive getting beat up much better than a line voltage bulb where your filament is very thin. So that, plus the design of the fixture itself, the optics, all contribute to the durability, the character of light, the focusing range. With various accessories and attachments, there are all kinds of different ways that you can power the fixture, both from AC or from a battery or from the cigarette lighter of a car. From the fixture, we then continued on. We all know we end up in situations where we're doing an interview in someone's office and it's so lovely with a blank white wall behind them, and we just have to liven it up a little bit to give it that three-dimensional look that we're trying to get. So we have come up with various projection attachments which attach to all of the Dado lights and enable you to put a pattern into the projection attachment and use that as a projector for a rear projection to give it a little depth. Generally, some people have taken a Venetian blind with them on location, Well, it's a lot more convenient, a lot more controllable, and a lot more elegant to be able to take a unit like this, drop it onto a head, install a pattern that you want to use. In cases where you need to do a slash, triangle, rectangle, highlight a painting, a picture, basically you just replace it with a framing shutter assembly and away you go. There are several different lenses that we have available for different focal lengths, which enables you to use it from practically any distance in small confined rooms, to give you a large image, to give you a small image, to be able to add color to it. And it's just a very elegant way where two pieces of equipment and you've got both a lighting fixture that is very controllable and to be able to do the special effects with the projection attachment.
Someone told me that you can drop this thing in a bucket of water and it'll still work, which sounds absurd to me, and I'm not suggesting that that's what I would actually do with it, but what happens if you do drop it into water?
We hear stories from end users, and I'll just briefly run through one, which is where this water story came from. We had a young cameraman who was doing a night shoot, and he asked his father to assist him in the lighting, and they were walking out in a boatyard on a dock, and Dad was behind him holding the light, and at one point he heard a splash and Dad was nowhere to be seen. And as he turns around, what he did see was a beam of light coming up through the water, because Dad was hanging onto the dado light. And eventually when they dragged him out, he was very wet. The light was wet. It was still working perfectly fine. They shook it off and dried Dad off, and away they went and they finished the shoot. So they were obviously using this, the head on a battery, and we have never claimed that we make a waterproof light, and we never designed a waterproof light. But in this case, because he was running on battery, Dad survived, the light survived, and the shoot survived. So I think it just goes to show the durability that's been designed into the fixture. And Dad, he did a pretty good job also. So don't try this on your own, and if you really want a waterproof light, think about a waterproof light.